I'm sure most creative individuals experience some sort of mental burnout or existential crisis, especially when they're in their late 20s and can't find a good reason to wake up every morning. For me, this was because I wasn't taking enough risks and fighting for my beliefs, despite having personality traits that are very high in openness, curiosity, and a slight tinge of megalomania. So, the natural remedy to this, as prescribed by my higher conscious, was that it's time to inject a dose of chaos to break down the defense mechanisms that I took so long to build, and which, for the time, kept me safe and comfortable but denied any further expansion. Henceforth, I decided to set out on a quest to fill the empty hole between my pecs, or whatever was forming there, and awaken my quote unquote consciousness from simply sleeping away my life. The fact that I'm an introvert didn't help my cause either. So I took my partner's advice and went on this solo excursion to the valley of fragrant coffee farms and beautiful lush landscapes, India's highly coveted Coorg in Madikeri. But I didn't want to just stay at a hotel and indulge in my introverted tendencies. No, that would defeat the very point of this call to adventure. I wanted to meet fellow travelers, listen to their stories, and acquire some cinematic visuals for this video. And Zostel checked all those boxes, a famous travel hub where I found not only temporary companions, but also kindred souls with whom my spirit resonated. With one particular individual, it was as if age, culture, and status just melted away, and in their place stood only the feeling of two long lost friends reuniting. Our conversations were like the sweet cigar we shared, rich, exhilarating, and burning bright with meaning. But like all things, they had to end. And though we might never cross paths again, the moment was real, it existed, and maybe that was enough. The next morning, I woke up to catch the most celebrated sunrise from the Mandalpatti hills, and although I am a very late riser, the pictures online just sold me, and I didn't let my old habits pull me back into my sweet, luscious bed. It was an hour-long journey on a jeep at 5 in the morning, through some very unkind terrain. But as we were nearing the point, it was daunting on me that this was the first time this year I was awake before the rest of the world woke up. It's not that I wasn't able to wake up early, but that there wasn't a sense of purpose to keep me awake. I've always been a dreamer and enjoyed the other side of reality, but little did I know that that was about to change. As that golden spear of hope and beauty emerged from that mountaintop, I let down my guard and took a moment to be grateful for being alive. Because we take so many sunrises for granted, we're never really sure if we'll see the next one. And oh, how many have I missed? How many hours simply slept away? Life, my life, I chose to deny. The most precious gift that the Creator has granted to us is to be co creators in this world and love each other. Standing there in front of such a grandiose and beautiful masterpiece reassured my faith that no matter how many times I fall, He would pull me up. After basking in the first kiss of daylight, I decided to continue my inner monologue by visiting the renowned Namdroling Monastery, which happens to be the largest teaching center of the Nyingma lineage of Tibetan Buddhism in the world. Once you enter this golden temple grounds, it's as if you're in another world. The peaceful warriors in their burgundy robes, the sacred hymns from their auspicious ceremonies, all leading up to that moment when you're inside the golden temple, awestruck before its grandiose artistic beauty. Every artwork was rendered with meticulous detail and symbolized a very deep hidden meaning. Every breath I took was followed by a deep sense of calmness, and I was unafraid of what the outside world thought of me. It was as if I was in my element, which made me question myself. Is this the true path towards spiritual enlightenment? Must one reject every earthly desire to transcend the six realms to attain nirvana? Or is it possible to seek God and seek His kingdom amidst the chaos of the world, as Scripture puts forth? I paused, utterly absorbed, and for that fleeting moment, time itself seemed to be still, and I looked back to the days when I first embarked on this creative journey. While many of my engineering colleagues landed secure jobs in IT firms, software companies, MNCs, I found myself floating in an ocean of unpredictability. New paths unfolded, studying philosophy, diving into conspiracy theories, questioning the narrative, embracing spirituality, and rekindling my love for art. Looking back, those exciting, almost paranormal highs also plunged me into the depths of despair, shaping the very core of who I am today. Now, as I sit back and edit this video, I find myself on more solid ground. I have a profession in filmmaking, a disciplined routine with martial arts, enriching conversations with intelligent minds, and most importantly, a much stronger bond with my family. Yet I must confess, speaking about myself has always felt strange. I've always relied on the insights of influential figures or wise, accomplished men to tell stories. Why would anyone have to care what I had to say? Is the thought I had in my mind. Because being vulnerable, making a fool out of myself, that just didn't sit right with me. I was too afraid. But if this trip with its unexpected twists and beautiful turns taught me anything, is that stepping into unfamiliar territory isn't merely about facing new, exciting, unknown challenges, but it's also about surrendering your true self to the world. And I was pleasantly surprised at how the world accepted me. It's been 2 weeks since my last quest, and time is starting to move faster again. My days are becoming more comfortable and a bit sadder. It's funny how life takes you on a ride from security, gratefulness, and joy to fear, nihilism, and anger. 27 years old today, and I still don't know who I am and have no clue where I'm heading. And maybe that's not such a bad thing. But I've realized that faith has slowly become my cornerstone here. My awareness, decisions, and actions are more than mere meaningless acts, and they play a very powerful role in shaping my family and society, either in bringing good fortune or great disaster. But that's for me to choose. And with that in mind, I set out on my next quest to seek the hidden treasures of this world and to remember and keep in my mind, and for yours as well. Don't be afraid to be a fool on this journey and take destiny in your own hands.